All right, Hefty here with 493W. I want to go over the personal coaching philosophy rubric and give you some pointers so you can be successful with it. First off here, you can see it's 33 points total, which is 6% of your overall grade. So a couple expectations. Again, you got to use TRI writing method for each part of each section. So basically, every question, every part of a question needs to have TRI for an answer. Expectation number 2, it's due at 11:59 p.m. on the due date. So whatever day that is, just get it in before midnight. Otherwise, then it starts to be 10% off each day that it's late. It must be submitted, uploaded on Canvas. I have to check it with Turnitin before I can give you a grade on that. Expectation number 3, you got to do a high quality here, and the key is TRI. I just check it off, and you'll see the points correlate to that pretty closely. So it's all or nothing, which is similar to business and sport world. Once we leave college, it's either all or nothing. You usually get it right, or you don't get it right. You get credit at all. So hopefully that makes sense. All right, here's the first part of the rubric. Let's go ahead and look at each of the sections here on the left in the blue. So first one is your introduction. This is where you need to have a header for each of the sections and then a subheading for each of the numbers under that. So there's 3 of them, so there should be 3 subheadings under introduction. For the intro here, this is not TRI, so that's the assessment on the right. As it says, you need a detailed description for each of them, addressing each of the points. So one, just describe your sport. What I want you to do is tell me right away what sport you are the head, what you're doing, what the activity is, the genders, the age levels, and the type of organization. After that, you can give a brief description of your sport, assuming the reader has no idea or doesn't care. Number 2 then should be a subheading of why I selected the sport. Just give a brief overview of that. And then number 3, kind of your story, your bio, make the connection to the selection if possible. All right, that's 3 points. Next section, again, should be a header is your personal coaching philosophy, and then each of the 5 points are the subheadings. So first we need TRI for your definition of ethics. Remember, TRI means give me your own personal definition. Then cite a reference to that, give a reference to it, and maybe you can give that, if it's a direct quote, you can go ahead and do a direct quote and then cite that. Again, you need the parentheses, the APA style citation to get the points with the reference. And then third, you need to tell me how you will do that. Give an illustration using I and we statements within your program. Pretend you are the head coach of that program. Give a concrete example of how you're going to demonstrate ethics in your program. Then you can see 2 is leadership, 3 is definition of winning or success, 4 is fun, and 5 is definition of development. Now with number 5, you can see that was worth 9 points. There's 3 specific areas on development of your student athletes that you need to address. If you're not sure what those are, it is the ones that are described in the lecture on Canvas. And I'll do this periodically where you've got to pull things from the lectures, and it shows me that you actually are watching the videos and taking notes. Again, you need TRI for each of the 3. That's why it's 9 points. Last one then is your leader role model research. We talked about this at the beginning. You've hopefully picked somebody or a couple. Just give a quick description of who that is, cite a reference to where you got that information about their bio, and then how you could apply that research, again, using I and we statements, how you would apply that. I will apply this person's ethics and character philosophy to my personal coaching philosophy. All right. Last then is this is going to be consistent all the way with all the assignments. Your list of references, this should be a header. And then again, you want to list those using that APA style, doing it correctly. Again, go back to the lecture that talks about how to list references, how to cite references. Make sure you get it right. you need a minimum of 3 references here. So again, the textbook is easy, but then we want to do some outside research and bring that in. Last part of the rubric is your mechanics. Make sure you have those headers for the section, subheadings for the numbers. Again, you get points for, or points taken off for proper citing of references, and there's links there. And then again, make sure you go through and edit it and check it, so the spelling and grammar's good. And then last, the Turnitin references. What happens with Turnitin is if it is a direct quote or it's taken from another source, it's going to show up to, as a percentage of your overall document. And so you need to have under 25% of other people's works that you've written in that assignment, so that we've got some over 75% as your own original writing, paraphrasing versus just direct citing of sources. All right, 33 total points. Get you off to a great start. Thanks.